Hey guys, it's Fred coming at you live with another video, and I get no gratification from showing these videos. These videos that I show with police abuse and police officers that's more or less out of control, I do just for the awareness factor that maybe one of these officers out there that's like this will see the video and say, hey, if I'm doing this, I better knock this stuff off because somebody's going to video me. And that's what we want. It seems like cops are more afraid of being videoed than they are of anything else. That's why when you see these auditors out there with cameras, some officers get real upset over it. I don't know why. If you're not doing anything wrong, do you really care if somebody's filming or not? I certainly don't. Never did. I did this job for 40 years, so there's a way to do this job and a way to do it right, and some of these videos that I show is the way to do it wrong. And the law allows a police officer to use whatever force is necessary to effect an arrest, but once that arrest is made, once that person is in handcuffs or in that cruiser, then it's over with. We're not there to issue out punishment. We're not there to take our anger out or on that person. Once the arrest is made, you take them to jail and you let the courts, the prosecutors, the judges, the juries, you let them deal with them. Anyway, let's watch the video and we'll pick up on the other end.
Well, 3 former East Cleveland police officers were in a courtroom today. These gentlemen took an oath to uphold the law. They did anything but that.
Yeah, the judge really threw the book at them, making it known that it's unjust. Poor policing is just unacceptable. First at 4, 19's Katie Trisick is taking us inside the courtroom.
Today, 3 former East Cleveland police officers were sentenced on corruption-related crimes between 2020 and 2023. No mercy was shown for Ian McInnes, Anthony Holmes, and Larry McDonald. Cuyahoga County Judge Sherry Midday sent them all to prison, calling their actions unjust.
These children growing up in East Cleveland deserve to have role models. And in a lot of communities, the role models are the police officers. And they are the people that we tell our children to go to for help. These kids are afraid of the police officers in East Cleveland.
McInnes visited.
And she's exactly right. Sheila had been in the school system for 29 years. She's retired now, but she's substitute teaching off and on. But that's what she's told kindergarten kids for years and years. Always find a police officer. Always find the man in uniform, and he'll help you. And then children nowadays are seeing this. That man, or young man, whatever he is handcuffed behind his back, and this police officer's kicking him. Absolutely no reason for it. There's absolutely no justification for that man to be on his knees and another officer kicking him in the back while he's handcuffed. That's abuse. You're as much a criminal as the person that you're arresting there. But for some reason, police officers have a hard time seeing that. They think they're allowed to do this. They think they're allowed to dish out punishment, and that's not what we are there for.
Attacked 3 men on 3 separate occasions while they were being arrested. McInnes got 2.5 years in prison. One of the victims was 16 years old. His mother sharing how this has traumatized her.
You know, that reminds me of that movie, watching him crying, Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger, when that woman's in the bathroom with that mother, and she hits her with a ball bat or something, and then she tells her, because the lady had run over her with her car earlier, she said, "You're not so tough without your car, are you?" And then you look at this picture here and you think to yourself, you're not so tough without your badge, without your gun, without your uniform. And I don't want to stand here and point the finger, guys, like I'm knight in shining armor. Again, there's police officers out there through a career of policing. You have to fight sometimes. There's drunks, there's drugs, there's assaults, domestics. Sometimes you have no other choice but to have to fight with these guys to subdue them and take them to jail till they sober up or come back to their senses. But just to go out and handcuff somebody and beat them up, there's just absolutely no excuse whatsoever for that kind of conduct. I don't condone that.
Son.
Kicking them and stomping them, drug them on the concrete, giving them a surgery, brutalizing them like that, like he wasn't nothing, like he was an animal. That's terrible. And now he's scared on medicine for the rest of his life.
McDonald was involved in a...
What happened to protect and serve? We're there to protect and serve, not beat down and shoot. And that's not what it's all about. We've got to get back to the kindness, to the character part of it, the honesty, the integrity, there for you. If you need something, the police will be there for you. It's not the signal that we're seeing nowadays.
Pursuit after a traffic stop, and the pursuit ended when the victim crashed into a bus stop in Cleveland. McDonald saw the crash but left and didn't report the incident to dispatch. He got 4 years in prison.
I've been just watching him, and he hasn't made a face. Like, all the things that you've done, you don't care at all.
And you know, guys, a lot of times people, you'll always hear it's racism, it's this, it's that. And I don't think, and I've said this in other videos, I don't think it's racism at all. I think it's because there's black on black, there's black on white, white on black. It's a mixture. It's just the police don't really care. It's just the authority at that time with certain officers. Now, again, I'm contrary to what some of you people on here write and comments and different things. There are good police officers out there. There's good ones, and we have to have them. We would be like the Old West if we didn't. But we don't have one strike and you're out. Just like these guys here, every police agency, every administrator, one strike and you're out. When you find that officer to be lying, when you find something on video, because taking a person's word for something, because everybody knows how, everybody don't tell the truth. So when they say, oh, he did this or he did that, that's one thing. You have to investigate it. You have to try to find witnesses. You have to try to, but when there's a video that coincides with what the person you have been told, that is reason to discharge that officer. And if criminal charges are warranted, then it's time to file criminal charges on them. They're no different than the criminal that they're arresting.
Anthony Holmes will serve 1 year in prison. During a pursuit, he struck the victim's vehicle and told another officer to say the victim had struck his vehicle. In Cleveland, Katie Tursek, 19 News.
And guys, that's where we're at. There's 3 officers off the street. They've run their lives. They've run their families' lives. And it sounds like at least that one little boy there that had surgery and different things, and on medication, they've disrupted his life, maybe for the rest of his life. We've got to do better. These videos are not to show or say something or do something to be any meaner, but we have got to know that we're not allowed to act like this. Thanks, guys. Catch you on the next one.